Well, we'll go ahead and start because this is pretty much going to be a recording for the team, and then we'll put it on YouTube after. So I'm EJ here with Team EverReflect, and thank you for taking out some time. Brody, EverPup, obviously, is in the background, wants to say hello as well. A few updates. I'm not sure if everybody was able to jump on Twitter Spaces the other day, but we were able to have a very solid conversation with Chris from MetaBusd and a few other of the key components of what we're going to be doing with the NFT beta testing for the tickets. One aspect of this that's going to be pretty cool that we're already starting to implement is the fact that we will actually be going into established venues or established destination locations that are already set up and operating with ticketing. So two of those that we can announce today are the Gilmore Car Museum, which is a classic car museum in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and then also the Bringing Back the 80s Festival, which is in Frankenmuth, Michigan. So the operation goes like this, that these beta testing tickets and the focus groups will be taking place over the next 30 days. Both of these locations already use a ticketing system that's online. So if you're familiar with, if you're already familiar with Eventbrite or if you're familiar with RegFox, you understand that when you purchase a ticket online, you in essence get a QR code that's sent to your email. That PDF or that QR code is something that right now gives you the opportunity to check into that location. We will be taking their tickets that are already formatted for their events. We will be minting those as NFTs, and we will be distributing them out to basically our focus groups. The real use case scenarios where this will be implemented so that both venue established promoters or festival planners or directors of venues will understand that the concept is very similar to what they're already utilizing. So if they're already buying a QR code and you're already coming in and you're checking with a QR code, you'll basically be doing that same thing, but you'll be doing it with our NFTs. We're going to document the whole process. Those people that are in the focus groups will then also be taking video, taking photos, and they'll share it on their socials so that people just get the concept. So long term, so this is just the beta testing to be able to establish the locations. Long term, we'll basically end up having our own app. And that own app will be similar to a wallet because that's where the NFT will be held. So then people will be able to buy with fiat. It'll be a very simple process, a simple checkout. Working with a couple of other devs right now. Obviously, Chris from MetaBusd is he's like a brother. So we're constantly in conversations about this process of the fiat to NFT versus crypto to NFT, being able to do that cross blockchain. So if you don't necessarily own EverReflect, but you still want to pay with, say, Ethereum, or you want to play with Bitcoin or Doge or whatever token that you might have. So cross chain applications, being able to buy the tickets, and then kind of a third middle ground that will be something like a fiat, portion crypto token or EverReflect. Now, every single ticket will have a tax that will be EverReflect. So that component will always go into the liquidity pool. So anytime if the venue has 100 tickets sold, a percentage tax of that buy will always go into EverReflect. That will always be burnt for the initial duration. We might want to change those metrics if we get to the point where we're seeing circulating supplies going down, and basically we're just injecting straight BNB into the liquidity pool. So that's the concept of where we have established ourselves with the beta testing, that we'll be able to have those focus groups. So those are the two locations that are already confirmed that we'll be minting tickets for. Two other established locations that I spoke with today alone, looking at utilizing the tickets for convention space. So if anybody was listening to Tier 2 Tango the other night, Dave and Karuna basically indicated that there will be a convention coming in October to Florida. I've already been in talks with their team that our NFT ticket process will already be in place. So ticketing, 99% sure. will be at the Tango Crypto Convention in Florida. Was having a conversation with the director at the Detroit CBB today. They are also going to be looking at spaces similar to like the Motor City Casino. Going to be establishing some locations there that we can beta test some of those tickets, and then also looking at us at hosting not necessarily a convention, but some sort of like live meetup, utilizing our NFT tickets in Detroit at that Motor City Casino coming next year. So that conversation wouldn't be for 2022. It would be implemented for 2023. And then a fourth one, which technically is confirmed. And big shout out to Noodles that he's actually designed this logo. He's a part of our graphics team here at EverReflect. But we have a festival that I'm on the board for. That's the Bay City Rock and Rib Fest. That's in Bay City, Michigan. Spoke to the director of that today, that we will be implementing some portion of their event. They're open to actually doing the entire ticketing process as NFTs on our platform, and that'll be late summer of this year, but that'll be in Bay City, Michigan. So the strategy to begin, even though we'll be implementing over the next 30 days, will be a lot of these venues and these in-house locations that basically myself and my team and our network has connections with here in Michigan to implement it, to be able to run the focus groups with people that we know. So if you happen to be in the Midwest, that is actually you're a good candidate for it. And I would actually say to reach out to one of our mods or our admins, let them know, hey, I happen to be located in West Michigan. I happen to be located in Ohio. I happen to be located in the Detroit area, Toledo. And then we can implement you guys into the actual attending the live event with an NFT ticket. With that being said, this has nothing to do with our event ticket minting process, but we do have some friends over at a project called Corsac, and those guys at Corsac have done a great job for us of building out an NFT platform. This is just for fun, so this has really no bearing on our NFT ticket minting, but we've been playing around with it a little bit. They have developed it so that there are a number of tokens that can be used to purchase NFTs. Noodles and I were playing around with it. This is actually the Rock and Rib Fest. It's in Bay City that we'll be doing some NFT ticketing for later this summer. And then two of the NFTs are just the live event ticketing spaceman that we have with that we've used in some of the other promotions. So that is available on Corsac. If you did want to, say, potentially purchase one of these NFTs or potentially mint your own, you can actually create your own on the Corsac platform. It's a pretty simple process. You will need some Corsac and you will need some BNB, obviously. And then if you would like to purchase with BNB, BUSD, Cryptor, EVRF, Reflex, so you can buy this NFT once you connect your wallet with EverReflect. This is something that I will, shoot, did I share my screen? No, maybe I didn't. Let me share this with you guys. So you can see the Corsac platform. If you go under, it's just nft.corsac.io, all these NFTs. We've put a few up there. Oh, the Pick Dravos playlist, which I'm only assuming will go for a lot, but actually it's only out for sale for $1.24. So we're just testing it out. One aspect of this platform to keep in mind is that these will be sells against the chart. So we want to be careful that if you're going to end up purchasing something for, say, $86, 21, looks like 21 billion EVRF, just keep in mind that basically it will be taking liquidity out of our pool. So protect the pool. So if your thoughts are that you wanted to buy one of these NFTs, my recommendation would be just to budget for that, to know that it's going to come up as a red line. And that's why we don't have too many on there right now. But you could also purchase these with Corsac. You don't necessarily have to buy it with EVRF. It's just an option. You can also buy it with BNB. So kind of just a cool little addition that the Corsac team, we thought was pretty cool that they were willing to do that for us. So they implemented EverReflect as basically a utility token that you can use on their charts. Basically, you can create your own, and then you can put them up for sale as well. So if you're a creative-minded person you want to use that platform, kind of, like I said, just for fun. That won't be the platform that we're using for our ticketing process, but it's something we appreciate those guys from Corsac that they went above and beyond and just implemented us as one of their tokens on their platform. So now that I've gotten through those portions, Gilmore Car Museum, 80s Fest, Rock and Rib Fest, we do have a giveaway. So I will look at the community page right now. And so we had a promotion running that you can text me. So that is my cell phone number. It is only for text messaging. So that is the beauty of what this community app allows us to do. But it comes directly to my phone, so I'm getting blown up pretty much all day long. But it's my real cell phone number. So if you guys thought it wasn't, there's kind of some interesting parts to it. Like when I send out memes, which you guys know I love to send memes. They're going to be as a link, so you have to click the link. But it's real. It's really EJ, and it's a real cell phone number. U.S. based only. We ended up running a promotion for anybody that wanted to text me and send me something funny, or just give me a hard time. You could potentially win one B&B. So I will select that winner right now. There were some good ones. I kid you not, when Superman sent me that picture of Richard Nixon, that got me going pretty good. But there can only be one winner, because that's the rule. So the one B&B winner, I couldn't resist giving it away to this one. This goes to a gentleman that sent the first message yesterday at 3:00, and it said this. So this is my first text message to EverReflect, or EJ. Better make it a good one. No, better make it a great one. So why I invested in EVRF? Well, I like the kayak. I like the kayak in the background of the videos. You have a cute puppy. You seem reasonably ... scratch that, marginally ... intelligent, and have nice hair. Well, thank you. I mean, I didn't even do the fussy hair for you today. So based on these outstanding attributes, I invested in your token. What could go wrong? JK, smiley face. So I will send that person a message right now. You win the one B&B, and he can send me back his wallet address, and I'll airdrop that. There are a couple of other runners up that I won't necessarily announce, but I'll definitely airdrop them a few EVRF tokens too, because they were pretty stellar. But everybody, thank you for contributing. I think it's up over about 50 members that have got that cell phone number, but it's a good direct line of communication. The nice part is then I can just text everybody back if we have announcements like tonight. So, which I did not do because I forgot. But we will basically start using and implementing this more often, that direct text message communication. We had an update with, we're going to implement a email-based campaign as well. We purchased Constant Contact and we purchased MailChimp. Neither of them allow for email campaigns to go out involving cryptocurrencies, interestingly enough. So we have been restricted from being able to do that. So FYI, for any project or token or devs or anybody out there that's looking to do email campaigns and all that data, that juicy data that you're collecting with Sweep Widget, you're going to have to use a different email platform. So currently our admin team is helping me to be able to find a new home for all those emails, and then we'll start an email campaign database that will be going out as well, but the text message is pretty cool. Other announcements. So we did not decide, or we decided that we're just burning the 5 trillion tokens today. So that will happen directly after this AMA. They've already been removed from the pink lock, and they will be sent to the burn address wallet. Why we decided to do that this week, and that we didn't actually even have a vote, was due to the fact that it was so close last week. 51% said to stake, 49% said to burn. So to basically accommodate everybody and hopefully make everyone happy, because that's exactly what happens all the time in crypto, right? Everybody's always happy 100% of the time. We're going to burn the 5 trillion today. So that will be happening. You can see it coming out of the contract owner's wallet, which will be mine. And we'll send those to the debt address. Once again, keeping in mind, that only increases our ratio of liquidity pool that's backing up our our market cap. It's critical. We're over 10%. This will be pushing us closer to 11. Hopefully we get into the 12, 13% to back up that liquidity, because you need to protect the pool. That is what's critical for price fluctuations and huge price impacts for on buys or sells. The nice part about once we start implementing the ticket process, and we, for example, say with Bay City Rock and Rip Fest, say we sell 10,000 tickets, that'll be 10,000 additional. One, it could be holders, because an NFT, we can actually put some of our tokens into that NFT. So it could be 10,000 additional new holders just because they bought tickets. But secondly, the tax will always go in to being a green candle. That green candle will, in essence, just be a buy towards liquidity. And then the NFT ticket process with the purchase will burn those tokens. We'll have the capability with the contract to leave that on or to take it off, but it will only be green candles with ticket purchases. There will never be a sell. Even if you were to sell the NFT, you're not selling the EVRF tokens. The tokens are only being utilized, as they should be, because it's a utility token for the purchasing of these tickets, real world application. And to be honest, it's a concept that makes a lot of logical sense to a lot of people. And we will start it off with a process that there's been questions about, a hard ticket, or if you ended up wanting to have the PDF emailed into your email. Most likely, because the adoption curve is going to take a little bit, we'll probably adopt that, where you'll have the NFT plus you'll have a physical ticket, so that venue owners can get the concept of why you're doing it this way. Once they've adopted the fact that the NFT ticket has the potential for royalties, for resale on the secondary market, once it has the potential for doing virtual lounges after the event, so that either the director or the artist can come in and you can only access that virtual experience if you're holding the NFT ticket. Or I had a very long conversation today with one of the guys from EverReflect. So Fabi, who's in the chat, huge shout out to Fabi. Set up a couple of super great meetings with other projects today. One of those was EverReflect, that we're going to be coordinating how we can basically quote unquote partner, but potentially implement some other aspects of their utilities that can be utilizing the EverReflect platform, or the EverReflect token, like their swap. But they're super pumped about the tickets. A lot of these bigger projects see the long-term vision. They see my passion for entertainment, for being in the festival and event space for so long, because it's kind of in my blood. And then having these contacts into these venues such as casinos, water parks, festivals, etc. EverReflect has a process where they're coming out with some additional NFTs. But the cool part about this ticketing process is that we can either formulate the ticket for you. So you using an NFT ticket generator that could mint, say, 5,000, and we just put in the criteria so that we have a very standardized but unique NFT for, say, one venue. Or we can upload and put in your own graphics and design. So if you're a big fan of music or entertainment, especially in the past, and you know the transition of what happened in the 60s, 70s, and 80s of the small-time promoters. For example, in Detroit, it was Cellar Door. Out west, it was Bill Graham Presents. There's been a ton of small promoters that eventually got purchased by Clear Channel, that then got basically turned into Live Nation, which is the biggest concert promoter in the country. So they do about 90% of the live music. There was a theme back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and then early 90s, and they're trying to implement it again now, where concert posters were unique. The Bill Graham Presents are kind of the most classic one if you were to look it up, but they basically would have psychedelic kind of like designs, and it would represent like the Pink Floyd was performing May 1st in Detroit. And it would be a one-off, very unique, creative design for just that concert. We can implement that into NFTs as well. So we will also take the design artwork that is given to us by the venue. We can take the design just assets, and then we can actually formulate multiple tickets for them, or they can actually use one of these graphic designers that we have, design something completely unique for your festival or for your concert, for your comedian, for your sporting event, wherever. So there will be multiple aspects of how these tickets can graphically look and be designed. With that being said, some of the other conversations that we've had this week that we will be either scheduling time with, that they'll either come into our chats and have AMAs. I know that you guys have been seeing a lot of, Brew Labs, for example, MetaBUSD, Green Life Energy, that their presence is pretty solid on YouTube and in these AMAs and in this Unite DeFi space. So in addition to them, we're going to keep this project, Unified DeFi strategy, going for EverReflect. So I already mentioned the EverRise. We've been in conversations with MetaBlok, really like those guys. They will and basically be more of an alliance. They're going to be in the video game development space. We haven't worked out how we would necessarily use cross utility with our tokens, but it doesn't really matter from that standpoint because it's still in the Unite DeFi space. So they're going to be just another alliance that'll be in that team, even if for that one specific one, obviously we want cross utilization for as many platforms as possible. Cashlight and Polarity. So Cashlight is another security token that is actually on a different blockchain. So we're having conversations with other blockchains about getting into the secure token space. So if you ever wanted to transfer yours over to another more secure type exchange platform, VSC sometimes gets a bad rap, and we know that for a number of reasons, whether it's scams, whether it's hacking, whether it's just projects just getting taken advantage of. So Polarity and Cashlight, two extremely brilliant groups of basically their holders are all into security tokens. They don't even delve into the reflection or BSC markets all that often. So having consistent conversations with both of them, their dev teams, obviously DGEM, which I have actually a call with DGEM later tonight because they are building out with our dev team the whole concept of the BSE chart, which we will still be able to be releasing in that second quarter of this year. And then also Nobility. So Nobility is a group that I think a lot of our holders are fans of Nobility via when they launched or through the Tango group. We're going to actually be in an AMA with Nobility on the 14th of this month in their Discord. So that'll be cool. Build that relationship. That would be another one of those strategic alliances because they're in the esports, heavily into the gaming. But from their standpoint with the esports, the doorways that could open up into like live entertainment for gaming, because there's a ton of new things that are coming out where people want to actually attend events to watch people play these video games. So the concept of coming to watch a video game that is a crypto video game with an NFT ticket, logical, easy strategies. So those are all the ones that we're currently in the works with that will be announced over the next couple weeks. I don't think there was any other updates other than that I missed, but what we can do is I can open it up for discussion. If there's any questions or if anybody wants to raise their hand, you can let me know. But super good progress. I know that I'm not in the chats nearly as much as I was right around launch and after and right before, but kid you not, we are working hard for every single one of you holders every single day to build out this utility faster than even what our timeline says on our white paper, because not even so much because we wanted to give ourselves too much time to be able to build this out, but we're seeing such a positive reaction from other projects, and especially in my space, working in festivals every day, of people that love this idea. They know NFTs are something that is trendy and cool, but they're starting to get the concept of, oh wow, royalty, if it's sold on the secondary market, the concept of metadata, the concept of it being a more secure, basically ticket that can't be copied, because you're going to only have that one NFT code that's going to match up with that one specific wallet that owns it. And yeah, so I've been on phone calls since 9 a.m. today until just about 5 p.m. this afternoon. Awesome conversations with, like I said, Greg from Detroit CBB. We will definitely be letting people know what we're going to try to do for a meetup for that, but that'll be about a year off. And potentially doing some other, maybe smaller one-off meetups And we'll also probably look at, once this beta testing happens in Michigan, to expand it, because a lot of our team is located in other states. So whether those states are Florida or North Carolina or Kentucky or Texas or wherever, looking at specific venues, being able to implement their tickets they're already utilizing, mint those as NFTs, get them into a wallet, and then have people redeem them. The real world application and real use, it's simple. I mean, that's really the concept of what we're going for with this token. And then people will be able to actually buy it because they want to attend the event. For every holder that's been here since day one, you're going to reap those benefits, because that tax or a percentage of every ticket sold is going to be just EVRF buys and burns. So it's going to be taken out of liquidity, or taken out of circulating supply. It'll only go into the liquidity pool. It'll only go towards rewards. And the application is enough of a adoptable concept for people that are using Eventbrite or have used Ticketmaster or have used RegFox. If anybody is in the event planning space or has thrown an event where you've had to have tickets, you get the concept of how to put together your own event and sell it on Eventbrite. This will be a very similar platform, a very similar strategy, and it will just be done with either fiat or with cryptocurrency, and you'll receive that NFT ticket into the app. So I don't see any hands raised. Oh, there we go. Well, definitely should let this guy speak, because I was just speaking highly of him.
How are you, EJ?
Good, John. How are you today, my friend?
I'm well, man. It's
why don't
been
you
a week.
Introduce yourself, considering we're going to be in an AMA next week.
Isn't that? Yeah, we got to set something up, don't we? It's been
Right.
hectic around here.
I double booked it. I was talking to John the other night, and we set up a AMA on Twitter Space for next Wednesday. But I will also be on the Unite DeFi AMA that's on YouTube that same time next Wednesday. So yeah, we'll figure it out, or we'll go back to back. We'll go all nighter.
Yeah, why not? First things first, man. We got to get you a better kayak and get rid of that sun dolphin you got behind you.
You don't like the sun dolphin, though.
Oh no, you got to get you a Perception with like a carbon fiber paddle and all that good stuff, man. That's what I've got.
All right, fine, deal. Well, we're close enough that when we end up meeting up face to face, we'll go to J Sports or somewhere.
We'll
pick up.
We'll have to hit the river, man.
Actually, I love that idea, because the guy that won the one B&B tonight that was text messaging EJ, he won because he said he likes my kayak. So then I need to just blow people's minds and be like, where's the orange kayak? Oh my gosh, and just get a nicer new one.
Yeah, I texted you right when you was about to announce, when you said that, and the winner is, when I text, is John T, and that was the first text that I sent to you. I tried to get it in quick enough, but it didn't work. Trying to throw you off your game there and just let you read it right in the AMA. And so
yeah, you would. You're one of those guys.
Yeah, I am. No, it's just been busy, and I've been trying to get stuff done at my actual job, and
right.
blew a water main at the house, and it's flooded the basement. Yeah, it's been a rough few days. So my presence hasn't been around, but I've seen a few of the faces that are here in the AMA. I've dropped a couple comments from time to time when I get a chance to jump over to you guys' page, and looking forward to moving forward with you guys and kind of getting some collaboration going on, just working together.
Hey, in a quick 30 seconds to a minute to maybe 4 minutes, explain MetaBlok for anybody that's here in our community that's not familiar with MetaBlok and what you guys are doing in your space with your token.
What we are doing is creating, in my opinion, I think it's more fact, the greatest NFT import game. If you're a gamer, it's going to be an open world concept. So our development team is making this absolutely massive. They dropped some previews yesterday, which I didn't even get to see before everybody else. I got to see them the same time everyone else because I was so busy. So I get on and I see Twitter's just going crazy, and our page here's going crazy because he did drop some new images and some very detailed stuff. But it's gonna be a big game.
And I think that's one thing to highlight too, that you guys have a development team that understands the concepts of building a video game, because it's not easy. It's not something that just anybody can do.
No, this is definitely a long term. Like it's really hard to be in gaming and cryptocurrency because
Yep.
you can create a crap game quick and pump your charts, or you can create a good game long term and it reflects. I mean, it shows on your charts. There's not a lot of movement. It's huge spikes and it's not huge drops. It's just kind of sideways. But every time we reveal, one more piece of the game, we get people saying, "Hey,
People are excited, right?
yeah, do you need someone? Do you need a beta tester?" It's like, nah, I think you're gonna have to get in line for that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks
Good.
for bringing me up. Thanks for the mention us.
Yeah.
Looking forward to further conversations, hitting the rivers, stuff like that.
Heck yeah, for sure. Maybe play some golf.
I'm not a golfer, man. I
Then
mean,
we'll
I'll drive
definitely
you.
play.
You know what? I'll drive you around on the golf cart, and I'll drink a lot of beer. How about that?
Okay, right. Fair enough, fair enough.
I can get us thrown off the golf course. I bet.
Then you're riding with my brother Adam. Well, thanks for popping in, man. Much appreciated as always.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're gonna schedule an AMA with specifically the MetaBlok team sometime next week. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, us too. We'll touch base soon. But
Yep,
yeah, if anyone's got any questions about us, feel free to join us and hit me up. And EJ knows quite a bit about us too, so
Yep.
we try to encourage everybody.
Just a good group of humans. Like that's the best part. Like I will just chat with those guys for hours about whatever, because even though we're in the crypto space, they also are just really good guys, and we can talk about stuff that's real life. And that's the cool part, that you meet some of the other devs and the other teams. It's just good people that are doing good things and all around. So with that being said, any other questions, anything else? We will have another AMA on Sunday. Plan is to be able to actually show everybody what those NFT tickets will look like. If you're in the region and would like to be part of the focus group, or if you would like to try out the beta testing and actually visit some of these venues. I understand that it's regionalized right now, that it's only in the Michigan area, but after we do these first round of focus groups with beta testing, we will expand out, and we'll slowly end up building that network of where we can end up testing this out, get it implemented into a couple of venues, get people the concept of you're actually redeeming a real ticket that's already basically full access as if you were to buy it and you show it to the PDF, but it'll be in your crypto wallet. So good things are coming. It's definitely been exciting few days. I can definitely say that. And I would say our next AMA on Sunday, we'll give away another Morales scholarship, and we will probably do it on Twitter Spaces again. The nice part about Twitter Spaces is that we're able to then share that out to a larger, broader audience that isn't necessarily just in our Telegram. But with that being said, it's not on video. So you guys know how much I like to show off my kayak and my fussy hair, but it's also given us some new access to new people that you can then tweet it out. So with that being
EJ,
said, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Get with Rodney before your space on Twitter, because what we do is we stream ours on Twitch.
Yeah.
So there is a video that corresponds with the Twitter. So you mute your Twitch, but you can still be seen if people want to watch on Twitch and type their questions, but you're still having it on the Twitter space.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
I think Twitter needs to get an AMA video going.
I'm kind of surprised that they haven't actually developed like a video component to it yet. It seems like all the platforms do, but and the fact that it's just on your phone, like that's kind of interesting to me that you can't do it from a desktop or a laptop.
Multi-million-dollar company, and you can't do anything better than a phone.
But you can get an NFT photo apparently now.
Oh, on Twitter?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Your logo can be, it's coming. That's the funny part. It's like you can get your logo for your Twitter handle can be an NFT, but you can't get it just yet. So with that being said, yeah, you have a great night, John. I'll message you later tonight for sure. Good chatting with you as always. If there's any other questions or anything else, so I'm going to burn those 5 trillion tokens right now. And then if there's any other questions, you guys can message the admins. Like I said, if you're in the Michigan area in either Kalamazoo or towards Frankenmuth or Bay City, let us know, and we'll make sure that we can get you into the focus groups and you can beta test some of these tickets for us. The only requirements are you're going to have to end up taking some photos, taking some video, and it will have to be shared back with our EverReflect team, just like a real focus group. You will be paid for it, and you will also have to then share it onto your social medias. So kind of simple, starting in Michigan. That will probably be implemented in the next week, if not 2 weeks. Once that is a successful test, the end of this month, hopefully we'll be testing it into a larger region than not just Michigan, but also the Midwest and potentially everywhere in the United States, at least from the East Coast and everywhere that our team is based as far as the states they live in. And that'll be stage 2 of those NFT beta testing. And then right after that, the platform, and it's going to be glorious. So, and you guys will be attending live events with EverReflect NFT tickets, and everybody will be super, super pumped and happy. So with that being said, thank you so much, you guys, as always. Signing off, EJ, EverReflect team lead, with Brody, who's been whining the whole time because he definitely wants to get into something. So talk to you guys soon. Have a good evening. Yep, he says bye too.